Now he's going to get the call by Joe Serock. And wow, the river's a king, helps both players.
Yeah, just a great card there. Well, Serock is checking here, not because he doesn't think he has the best hand, but he wants Moon Kim to bluff his money off in case he has nothing.
They are hungry for this title. The cards are in the air. Let's go to the felt.
Well, there you see our leaderboard. Erik Cajelais out in front. He's got 3.6 million, and two locals are in second and third place, Ubaid Habib and Moon Kim.
Right, cards tossed around. First to act, Ubaid Habib. He's a real estate guy from India. He's got a 9-7.
Yeah, plays here locally all the time. He goes out. Over to our chip leader, Erik Cajelais. Looks down at the Jack-9 of spade. Good enough for him to raise. Makes it 40,000 to go.
Andrew Badecker folding. And now Joe Elpayaa with an ace-5.
Elpayaa, 23-year-old pro from Forest Park, Illinois.
Ace-5 of hearts with the button. And he is thinking about it.
He is going to 3-bet it here.
Whoa.
Makes it 105,000 to go here.
It's Joe Serock out. Moon Kim, the local here. He's a jeweler.
He's got the queen jacks, but can't stand all that heat. So back around to Erik Cajelais.
Look at this. He has gone over the top with just Jack-9.
He has just set Elpayaa all in if he wants to play this hand. He can't stand the heat with the ace-5, but what a play here by the chip leader from Montreal.
But look at Caselais. You look at those tattoos on his arms. You wonder if it was one of those bachelor nights, one of those like hangovers things in Vegas where you wake up in the morning, you see something obscene written on. I don't know.
And we have a great boxing match this evening. Two great champions of the ring. My broadcast partner beside me. Hey, why are you not paying attention to the fight, Jerry? Well, Joe, I'm playing on WPT Global. They have the best poker games around. And honestly, I couldn't be bothered to watch this boxing match. They'll even match your first deposit dollar for dollar. Well, it looks like everybody's heard you, Jerry. They're all headed out of the arena to WPT Global. There was a great match, and now there's nobody in the arena. Play today at WPT Global. We'll match your first deposit dollar for dollar. Use the promo code YT20.
Hey, well, the antes are 4,000, blinds are 12 and 24. Quick action here. Badecker out. Joe Elpayaa also out. And now Joe Serock.
He's a 23-year-old poker pro. Super nice kid. Folds here.
Yep, and back on Moon Kim. He's a jeweler. He's got ace-8. He's a local.
Got in this tournament by winning a satellite. Here he is at the final table, going to raise it up right here.
Yes, he is. Makes it 55,000 to go. Habib now will muck that. And now it's on Caselais.
Caselais likes to play. We've seen that already, so he makes the call here with the 7-6.
So ace-8 versus 7-6, and look at this flop, 8-7-3.
Great flop for Moon Kim, not only because he's got top pair and top kicker, but because his opponent got a piece of that flop.
Yep, Caselais checks, but Moon Kim gonna bet the top pair. Looks like 80,000.
Cajelais might get in a little trouble. He's got second pair here.
And look at this, Caselais is gonna re-raise. Makes it 2-10 to go. Moon Kim, though.
Well, Moon Kim's not going to put him on an overpair, Vince, because he didn't raise pre-flop. So you just have to think he got the best hand with top pair and top kicker here.
Yeah, you start thinking this guy could have an 8 with a worse kicker or maybe an open-ended straight draw, but he's just going to call it, doesn't re-raise. Here we go with the turn card. Nice pot here. And it's a 3 of diamonds, pairs the board. Caselais opening up here with a bet, 280,000.
I think she's got the best hand there with 2 7s.
Moon Kim, a jeweler, a local, very popular guy at this casino.
Moon Kim might be a little concerned that he might have had a 3 in his hand. But still, I don't see him going anywhere with this hand.
Not at all. Top pair with ace kicker, and he's going to make the call.
Caselais got to be a little worried now. Knows the guy's probably not on a drawing hand. Queen comes off on the river.
Caselais fire again. No, he's checking this time. Moon Kim also checking.
Now Caselais turns up the 7s. It's not going to be good enough as Moon Kim shows him the 2 8s. 8s up are going to win this pot.
And there's his fans in the audience, his family and friends.
Well, he's a local 42-year-old jeweler here. Got in this tournament by winning $1,000 satellites. Poker just a hobby to him. And he plays in cash games right here at the Bay 101 all the time.
Well, there are the beautiful Royal Flush Girls watching the game here from the Royal Flush Girls Social Bar. Back to the table we go. Action on Moon Kim, and he looks down at a king and, wow, ace-king. Things are going Moon Kim's way.
You might say he's over the moon right now.
Oh, you might say it, because he just did. All right, he makes it 58,000 to go. Habib now chuckles and throws his cards away.
And back to Cajelais. This time he looks down at 2 3s. But he's played every pot so far. Certainly going to see a flop with this hand.
And now the American Andrew Badecker hasn't played a hand yet with the button. He's got a queen 8, won't play that.
Over to Elpayaa.
Yeah, he's out. And Joe Serock.
Serock, the youngest player at the table.
Yep, a free spirit. Then he's going to play tight. He goes away.
24-year-old pro out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Gets out of the way.
Pair of 3s versus ace-king, and an ace right there on the flop.
Same 2 guys going at it again.
Moon Kim doing well here so far.
Well, hitting a great flop here. Flops 2 aces. Going to lead right out and bet.
Yep, 80,000. Caselais, though, with the 3s. Doesn't quite believe him. He's going to make this call.
Very surprised by this call. Now a deuce comes off, so Caselais does make a straight draw.
Wow, a nice check by Moon Kim.
Well, he knows how aggressive that this Caselais guy plays.
Yep.
And he does just have 1 pair.
He's setting up Caselais beautifully here because he has bet 165. And now you know you have top pair with a king kicker. What are you really putting this other guy on? You think you're in front. Do you come back over the top or just call? Just going to call. River card is...
Well, an 8 of diamonds, a good safe card for Moon Kim here. No straights or flushes out there.
And Moon is first to act. He's going to check again, throwing that rope out there.
And look at this. Cajelais just does not let up. Firing out a big bet here, 325,000.
And the local, the amateur player, Moon Kim.
You're just not going to throw away ace
No
king
way,
here,
no
Vince.
way. It's pretty automatic.
I mean, it might be beat, but you are going to make the call. Surprised it's taking him this long.
Well, give the man time. He's a jeweler, for Pete's sakes. And he makes the call.
Well, it looked like a frustrating call, but it's going to be a happy result. No doubt about it. Moon Kim going to take down another nice pot, and with it, he moves into the chip lead at this final table.
Just incredible. The fans love him here. Nicely done by Moon Kim.
And he is out in front with 6 players left.
That is right. The jeweler shines another diamond, takes down that one.
And we have a great boxing match this evening. 2 great champions of the ring. My broadcast partner beside me. Hey, why are you not paying attention to the fight, Jerry? Well, Joe, I'm playing on WPT Global. They have the best poker games around. And honestly, I couldn't be bothered to watch this boxing match. They'll even match your first deposit dollar for dollar. Well, it looks like everybody's heard you, Jerry. They're all headed out of the arena to WPT Global. There was a great match, and now there's nobody in the arena. Wait today at WPT Global. We'll match your first deposit dollar for dollar. Use the promo code YT20.
Number chip leader Caselais going away, and now it's on Andrew Badecker, and he's the short stack, and he's picked up a pair of jacks. Just like that for the 24-year-old.
Poker pro out of Vernon, Connecticut.
Former curtain salesman, Mike, and he is going to raise with the jacks.
Actually got in this tournament on a $200 satellite, so he's making quite a parlay.
Now it's on Joe Elpayaa, and he's got pretty decent king-queen, and he's got to make this call. Joe Serock with the Doyle Brunson hand, 10 deuce. Won't play that. Our chip leader, Moon Kim, also with the Doyle hand out.
Over to Habib.
Yep. He's going to squeeze out a 9-3. He gets out of the way.
You know what
so.
you're playing roughly? Like 7?
Good guess. About 750 left.
Now Badecker on the short stack at this table. Flop comes ace 10-7 with 2 hearts.
Yeah, Jacks, you hate to see the ace pop, but you got to think and make a continuation bet like he does. Nicely done. Bet 65,000.
Well, Elpayaa has the gut shot straight draw and the king of hearts, which is the key card, as we say.
Makes the call.
9 of diamonds comes off now.
And now Andrew is saying to himself, does this guy have an ace? Oh, he's slowing down. Checks the hand.
Now Elpayaa checks right behind him.
Down to the river.
Now the board pair of 7s and a heart comes up. So,
Wow, I don't like this check. I think you could throw in a value bet, perhaps.
oh, look at this. Elpayaa, who can't keep his shirt buttoned. Looks like he may take a bluff at this pot. Only way he has a chance to win it, I'm sure he knows it.
Yeah, 157,000. And now the young player from Connecticut, 24-year-old Andrew Badecker, with a decision.
Well, Vance, if the guy had a flush draw, he'd played it more aggressive on the flop, I would think.
And if he had an ace, he would have played it more aggressive on the turn. So you think you got to call this as a crying one, but no, he's not going to call.
Well, Badecker lays it down, so it turns out to be a very nice bet by Elpayaa on the river there to take down that pot.
The former curtain salesman snaps a rod with that one. All right, Habib first to act here. And the local real estate guy, originally out of India, takes a look at a junk hand, 8-5. He elects to fold.
Action over to Erik Cajelais from Montreal. He's out as well.
Andrew Badecker from Connecticut going to fold. And now Joe Elpayaa.
He's out as well. So it's the battle of the blinds here. The young pro Joe Serock looks down at ace-king out of the small blind. I love that.
Yep.
He's going up against the chip leader. It doesn't matter when you pick up ace-king in the blind and you're up against the big blind. You were going big with this hand.
Yep, he's a free spirit, loves to skateboard, and he is going to raise, makes it 66,000 into Moon Kim, who's in the big blind, who has a, wow, pretty interesting king 10 of clubs.
Well, the kind of hand you certainly like to see a flop with. Might even be the best hand here. Serock could be raising with any 2 cards.
And he makes the call.
So Moon gonna look him up, as we say.
Ace king versus king 10. The flop is a 6-6-7, 2 diamonds.
Serock gonna check the ace-king here, and Moon Kim checks right behind him. Now the deuce of clubs comes off. So this gives Moon Kim a flush draw. Serock checking again.
And Moon Kim going to make the bet. Looks like 50,000. And now he's going to get the call by Joe Serock. And wow, the rivers are king, helps both players.
Yeah, just a great card there. Well, Serock is checking here, not because he doesn't think he has the best hand, but he wants Moon Kim to bluff his money off in case he has nothing. And Moon Kim is going to bet 225,000 here. And Serock, will he make a value raise here or just call? He doesn't want to re-raise here and then get re-raised out of the pot, so he just makes the call. Kim turns up 2 kings, thought he made the best hand on the river, but as you can see, he did not, and Joe Serock takes down that pot.
Yes, he does. Loves that. The 24-year-old likes to travel the world with a backpack. And right there, he likes to win poker chips. Action's on Andrew Badecker. Folds his hand. Joe Elpayaa now. Folding as well.
And to Joe Serock, the youngest player at the table. He folds as well.
And the chip leader, Moon Kim, now gonna peek at a, well, pretty decent king 10 with the button.
You got position, you got the chip lead, you're gonna raise.
Handies are going up to 5,000, blinds are 15 and 30. And he raises it to 70,000. The real estate guy from India going away.
Cajelais looks down at the Jack-8 of hearts. And we already know he likes to play a lot of pots, so he's going to see a flop here.
I noticed that there's a player, someone at this table is humming a little bit, kind of annoying, but...
I think it's Moon Kim.
Flop comes up queen, 9-6. Cajelais going to check, Moon Kim.
He quickly checks also. Now a 10 comes off. This gives Cajelais a straight. But Moon Kim now has second pair and a straight draw.
Cajelais can't believe it, but he's going to stick out 110,000. Moon Kim happy to hit the 10s. Looks like he's going to get stuck in this one. Yes, he's going to make this call.
Can't blame him for calling here. He's got a straight draw as well. Now the 4 hearts comes off. So Caselais just trying to figure out how much he can extract from his opponent here. He has the straight, the best hand. Let's see what he's going to bet. Pot has about 400,000 in it.
Oh boy, 350,000.
Pretty good sized bet here.
I think it's a little oversized if you really want to trap a player and get the call. It seems like a little bit too much to me.
Moon Kim now realizes all he can beat is a bluff.
Yeah, and that's expensive, 350. Surprised he didn't chuck in about 180, 200. But Moon Kim's gonna release his hand.
Yep, he goes away, so Caselais taking down that pot. Maybe Moon Kim should sing a new song.
Just an awful humming song. Whatever that was, not helping him right there.
And we have a great boxing match this evening. 2 great champions of the ring. My broadcast partner beside me. Hey, why are you not paying attention to the fight, Jerry? Well, Joe, I'm playing on WPT Global. They have the best poker games around. And honestly, I couldn't be bothered to watch this boxing match. They'll even match your first deposit dollar for dollar. Well, it looks like everybody's heard you, Jerry. They're all headed out of the arena to WPT Global. There was a great match, and now there's nobody in the arena. Play today at WPT Global. We'll match your first deposit dollar for dollar. Use the promo code YT20.
There you see the standings for the WPT Player of the Year. Will the Thrill Fiala out in front right now. And Vince, for the first time in the history of this event, a bounty hasn't made it to the final table.
Yes, it is shocking. A big-name bounty. We always have one. Last year, you made the final table. Mike Matusow as well.
Yeah, he's the guy that knocked me out, though.
Oh, it was awful. 3-outer, wasn't it?
Oh, you had to bring it up.
So sorry. All right, back to the table we go. Moon Kim, our chip leader with about $3 million, looks down at a queen-king. Pretty nice. Makes it 75,000 to go. Next to play is the real estate guy, also a local. Wow, Mr. Habib has picked up ace-king. And he's just going to call with it. Cajelais out. The curtain salesman flings in his hand.
Elpayaa out as well.
And now it's on Joe Serock.
Joe picks up ace-queen.
Whoa, it's been raised. It's been called. Now what do you do if you're Joe Serock?
A lot of guys will make a squeeze play here, right here, but that could spell trouble for Joe, and he just makes the call. Does not re-raise here with the ace-queen. Probably a good thing for him that he didn't.
All right, here comes the flop.
Now flop is king, 3 deuce. Just a great flop for Habib. He's got top pair and top kicker, but the original raiser has flopped 2 kings as well, but checks. Everybody checks his flop. I'm astounded.
I am too. Here's the turn card.
5 of diamonds comes off, so Serock and Habib have a straight draw now, but
Joe is going to check again, and now Moon Kim going to bet his kings.
of course, got to think he's got the best hand now, the way this hand's been played.
150. Now look at this. Habib does not raise with the ace-king. He just calls. Joe Serock with nothing is going to get out of the way.
So the 2 locals, the 2 amateurs going at it here, both have a pair of kings. Habib has him out-kicked.
River card is a king.
Oh, wow. The case king comes up on the river. Both players have 3 kings, but Moon is out-kicked. This could spell big trouble for the Moon Man.
Oh, the Moon Man has to think he's solid gold, and he's going to bet 200,000.
Of course, he is hoping to get called here.
Now the real estate guy, Habib.
Just can't put this guy on ace-king. He didn't raise before the flop, didn't bet on the flop, didn't raise on the turn. No way you're going to put him on ace-king.
Now Habib's thinking, how much can I get out of him? Well, he's going to double the size of the bet, makes it 400,000 to go.
All of a sudden, the guy waits to the river to raise it.
Hold that act, and you raise me? Wow, that's sick.
Moon's played a lot of poker with this guy. Knows he's solid, tight player.
I don't think I can lay this down.
No, it's almost impossible, but I like his instincts.
I'm not raising it for sure.
You a king?
Of course I got a king. What do you expect?
Well, you're not going to put him on ace-king, but you don't think your 3 kings are good anymore against a solid, tight player like this. But still, tough to lay it down the way the betting went on this hand.
And it's just an additional 200,000. You know, you got to make a crying call here, you would think.
What makes you think I'll just call his king?
Hey, clock, please. Well, Joe Elpayaa calls the clock on him.
Well, that's kind of interesting. And Elpayaa with a brash move there.
It's 200. What is 200? Just get over with the hand. Let's fold then. Come on, let's fold. Fold then. I got you
Table
beat.
talk here.
Fold.
Well, Habib says, I've got you beat. Just go ahead and fold.
1 minute?
Save your money. In the meantime, he's only got 1 minute to act on his hand, or his hand will be automatically folded. For his sake, you better hope the clock runs out.
I'm bluffing you.
You are?
And now Habib says, I'm bluffing you. First he said, I got
I
you beat.
believe you.
Now I'm bluffing you. And when he said that, Moon calls him. So Habib winning that pot.
You say you're bluffing me, man.
I told you. No, first I said I got you beat.
Tell the truth at the poker table? Come on, Moon. Can't snap out of
I
it.
should have laid that down. God damn it.
He told you to fold.
Even Will the Thrill didn't fold it.
What more do you want from him?
All right, man. I'm calling clock on you too, man. Don't worry about it.
There you see, Vince. Moon
Whatever
upset
takes you
that the
long,
guy called the
feel free.
clock on him. Felt like it made him rush his decision, and he made the wrong one.
Well, Elpayaa,
He's targeting Elpayaa now.
he's getting Moon Kim to tilt a little bit. With the clock being called. Back to the action. A few folds.
And it's folded around to Elpayaa, and he picks up ace-king. Big hand here. On the button. Going to raise it up, makes it 65,000 to go.
Now Joe Serock, who's in the small blind, has a Jack-10. Does he want to invest a little bit more?
This is the easy-going skateboarder.
Yeah, he loves to skateboard.
So I'm skateboarding around the parking lot before this final table
I
started.
love that. Stay loose. He says he has no particular home. He just travels the world.
He's thinking about 3-betting here or folding, but no, he's just going to call.
And now Moon Kim with a Jack-8.
Well, he's making the call also.
Yep.
So 3-way action here. Elpayaa out in front with the ace-king.
And here comes the first 3. Oh, it's ace, 9, deuce. Beautiful for Elpayaa. Hitting aces with a king kicker.
Dream flop for Elpayaa there. No straight draw, no flush draw really out there.
They both check in front of him, and Elpayaa with the continuation bet of 80,000. And Serock now goes out.
Oh, and look at this. Moon is check raising here, Vince. I think he is steaming because the guy called the clock on him the last hand.
Well, you could be right. He's taking a shot here, saying maybe that was just a continuation bet by Elpayaa. I'm going to find out where I am, but Elpayaa, of course, going to stick around. Aces with top kicker makes the call. Turn card coming up.
4 comes up on the turn.
Nothing card. Moon Kim's going to try it again.
Quickly bets 200,000.
You would think he would learn your lesson, though, when the guy calls you on the flop. Maybe not.
Elpayaa is afraid he flopped aces and deuces or aces and 9s. Possibly even 3 deuces, but still, I don't see you going anywhere here with ace-king.
Elpayaa doesn't have that many chips left, and he's going to make this call very strong, very solid. River card is...
Now 7 of diamonds comes off.
Safe card.
So a nothing card comes up.
Oh, boy. Moon Kim with tilt chips, it appears.
Those are $100,000 plaques he's putting out there, and he's essentially setting Elpayaa all in right here.
With absolute zip and pip, and Elpayaa is squirming.
Deuces? Ace, deuce,
Well, Vince, he's a pro player. He's got to understand that this guy was angry the hand before when he called the clock. He's just trying to get him back here now. If he's got you beat, he's just got you beat. I don't see how you can lay this hand down under the circumstances of what just happened.
He got aces with the king kicker. You pay that off, but you can't fold his hand.
You just don't think amateurs are going to make bluffs at you for this size.
He shows you, and he's going to let it go. And Moon Kim is going to show the bluff.
Not a good fold. I got bluff, boys.
He's going to put the salt in the wound.
Stone bluff by the Moon Man.
Oh, man, the moon went for the total eclipse, and it paid off.
Well, Vince, Elpayaa made a mistake there. He lost control of the hand and let the guy who was angry at him bluff him out of a pot.